community? Okay, is it a dominantly young? Is it dominantly young, or maybe the productive age group or the elderly age group, whereby you can already more or less predict what kind of problems, okay, what kind of problems we will be dealing with. Okay, somebody who did this, who placed a red mark on the viral disease. That is very impolite of you, whoever you are, because I am giving an introduction to the lecture. Okay? You are not so perfect. Okay, I am giving an introduction. Rabies is the topic, but I am making sure that you know how to deal with problems like this. So whoever that is, kindly come up. Show me your face, please, because that is very, very impolite of you. What was the purpose? What was the purpose of putting a red line on the viral disease and bite of a rabid animal? Can you please explain to me? LO. Who's the LO?
Doctor, it's me, Mugari Shivana.
Okay. I want that person to come out and tell me why she or he placed a red line on viral disease.
Yeah,
Now, if
we know
you
who did that.
Now look here, students. If you are so brave to be as impolite as what you did, then you should also be as brave to come up and tell me why you did that. Can you please explain to me why you did that? What was your purpose? I want an explanation, otherwise I will not continue the lecture. If you are so good, okay, and you know everything about the succeeding lectures, okay, please come up and tell me why you did that. We will sit it out here until you come out and you explain to me. Because I will not continue. Where are you?
Doctor, no one is responding, doctor. I texted in the group, but
Well, you should have.
Ma'am,
Yes.
it was me. My phone was crashed. I mistakenly clicked that pen button.
The pen button?
Yes.
And you, how can it be? Was it not deliberate on your part that viral disease was underlined? Bite of a rabid animal was underlined?
No, ma'am. I did not do that.
Okay.
I just mistakenly touched, and suddenly when I saw that, I just unpenned that. I don't know what to say, but I did not underline that.
Okay. If we are all, okay, if we are all learning in these types of learning method, can we please try to refrain from pressing and pressing buttons? Because I too am not an expert in this. I am very, very careful, especially in pressing, whichever. Okay, so can we please have that respect for each other? Can we agree with that?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm
Do you,
sorry for that, but I did not underline that.
okay. Now, I'm going to ask you, Amit Kumar Gupta. Okay, do you feel that the introduction that I was giving, okay, prior to this lecture is appropriate? I need an answer, please. Do you think that what I'm telling you is appropriate? Or is it just a waste of time because you already know it? Mugari,
Doctor?
do
Doctor,
you
some
feel?
students not yet joined in the meeting.
Okay, I'm glad you are now 190. So you said that we are about almost 200,
Now
right?
that is going to be one of the challenges.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyone?
there are three topics, as I have said, there are three topics that we have to
Side
discuss.
na, papunta
So
sila sa
I'm
country
going
side.
to let that
Balik ko
go.
yung kanila. And now,
Oh, what's up?
Your voice is not clear.
Yeah, because there's somebody, the other class apparently is interfering with our class. How about that one? Is it clear enough for you?
And now the voice is okay, doctor.
Okay, yeah, because the other class is interfering with us. Oh, ayan na naman. Look. Oh, what's happening to? Can you see this red line here?
Yeah, doctor. I don't know who is doing it.
Okay. Okay, so please try to refrain from touching your screens and all of your gadgets so that we can go on, because it's kind of irritating to see, okay, things like those when I don't do that. Okay, so as I was saying a while ago, whenever we go to the community, because remember that you're in your third year, by next year, okay, even if it's virtual and you don't go to the communities, you will be treating these problems, okay, in as far as the community is concerned, not hospital-based, but community-based, okay? Oh, now we have a blue line. Now, so rabies, as you well know, is a viral disease, okay? So it is caused by a,
Guys,
what
who
kind of
is
virus?
Ashwant Sami?
Yashwant Sami.
Ashwant Sami.
Yashwant Sami. Now you placed an arrow.
Bro,
Now, I think that is
kindly
very
check your gadget.
huh? What?
Ashwant Sami, check your gadget.
Check my gadget. Why is he checking my gadget? I am
No,
good.
doctor, it's Ashwant Sami. No,
Yes.
doctor, it's not you. It's a student, Ashwant Sami. I think his gadget have some problem.
Okay. Anyway, I hope we can stop these interruptions so that we can move forward. Okay, because I want to uh, finish this lecture and we can have more of interactive. Uh, we should have more interactive phase. Okay, as I was saying a while ago, rabies. Rabies rabies a public health problem in India? Because in the Philippines, it is. Anyway, rabies is a viral disease caused by a rhabdovirus, okay? And that virus is an RNA virus. And we can be infected with this disease through the bite of a rabid animal. So it gets transmitted through the saliva of an infected animal. Okay. And as you very well know, this virus travels to the central nervous system, and this is the organ where it inflicts its fatal effect. Okay, so let's take a look at the simplest diagram of how a rabies virus looks like. Okay, so you see there that there is a ribonucleoprotein which reveals to you that it is an RNA virus. It has a glycoprotein surrounding it. There is also a matrix protein, and of course, there is an envelope membrane that protects the virus. So, when you get bitten by an animal who is infected with the virus, it is difficult, okay, to say that you have the rabies infection immediately. Why? Because the initial signs and symptoms are non-specific. You can mistake it for an ordinary cold or maybe a flu, okay? It can start with a fever, maybe a headache, maybe an apparent weakness. Okay, but as you neglect this because it's non-specific, maybe you can say, oh, I have the flu. But then in its advanced stages, wherein the patient will already manifest hypersalivation and hydrophobia, okay, then we know that it is in its advanced stage. And in this particular stage, okay, it is already irreversible. Okay, so you might have seen, I don't know if you have seen patients who are in this critical stage already. These patients have to be caged, just like the rabid animals. Why? Because they have the tendency, they behave like animals already, because they have that tendency, they have no control of their actions. And there is this urge, this uncontrollable urge to bite. Okay, and that is one of the manifestations of the late stages of rabies. Okay, so since we are, as I have said a while ago, transmission of the infection comes through the saliva of an infected animal. Now, human to human transmission is possible through, as I've said, through the bite of a human being. That is during the critical stages, and we are not able to secure that infected patient then because of that urge to bite, okay? And if you're around and this person is not quarantined and you are readily available for a bite, then you can really get infected through that. And of course, through transplants, unknowingly, now this is one danger of corneal transplants. When the cornea that have been harvested, okay, there is no knowledge of where this cornea really came from. And if it so happens that cornea came from a patient infected with the rabies, then you get it. And remember, the cornea is so close to the brain. So the incubation period will be just a short time, and the time it takes for that virus to travel from the